What's up, guys? Jake Revore here. The most common statements I hear in the vegan community, one is the protein. Don't listen to that. You can get enough protein. Actually, right up here is a video where you can get 250 grams of protein in a single day. I consumed 250 grams of protein in a single day. Don't let anybody tell you can't get enough protein. Another common thing I hear in the vegan community, or somebody saying, I'd love to go vegan, but it's so expensive. I just can't afford it. Well, here's what I'm going to do for a week. I'm going to eat some cheap food. So some of the things I'll be eating is rice. It's quite a bit of rice, lentils, beans. As you can see, that's quite a bit of rice, that's quite a bit of beans, that's quite a bit of lentils. A can of beans will cost you $3, and you'll get about 1/10 of the amount of beans out of that. Got $4, about $3.89 worth of spinach. I want to get my greens in, and we got some potatoes here. Let's see how this goes. And one more thing I almost forgot to mention. This is all $36 worth of food for 1 week. This may be enough, this may not be enough. If it's not enough, I'll go grocery shopping. If it's enough, then hey, I have extra food left over. Alright guys, here's day one of the potatoes. They look pretty good here. They got some seasonings on them. And I'm going to do beans, rice, and lentils, and spinach later on tonight for dinner, along with more potatoes. And stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so here's what I got. I got some potatoes with seasonings on it, a bunch of lentils, a bunch of rice, a bunch of beans. You know, this is only 2 cups of beans when I put it in, and when it was in that dried state. And look how much that's taken off. I actually think I might have gotten too much food for a whole week. I'll probably bring this stuff to work, the beans, the lentils, and some rice. I'll eat the potatoes tonight, and I'll still eat some of this tonight, put some seasonings on it. I think I'm going to struggle on this diet. I like sweet stuff like figs, dates, apples, bananas. I like those little sweet stuff, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I won't have to call this off. I'll do my best, but $36 can get you a lot of food, as we can see here. And I didn't think this would be a lot of food, but man, it just blew up totally. So stay tuned, and let's see how this $36 a week diet goes. Guys, so here's day 5 of this $36 on a budget on a vegan diet. So as you can see, we got the rice, got the beans, got the lentils. Hopefully you can see the steam there on camera. We might actually be fogging it up. Maybe we should move the camera away. And then that just came off, hot off the stove. Then we got the potatoes here. And then, rice, beans, lentils. Some of the seasonings now we put on it was pepper, nutritional yeast, Himalayan sea salt, thyme, oregano, and garlic powder, which is over there. Now, one little trick I've learned here, I kind of make these into little sandwiches. So let's put a little pepper on this. Rice is pretty bland. Even beans and lentils are a little bit. I think they are. Put a little bit of that. Put a little more nutritional yeast on them. And so what I'll do is I'll make them into little sandwiches. I'll put it on a potato. Watch this. I put all 3 of them on the potato, and I kind of just fold it like that, and I eat it. All right, so this diet isn't my favorite diet by any means. I'm wanting to snack. I actually haven't stuck with it 100%. Like Sarah has 2 apple slices there. I had 2 apple slices. I saw 3 or 4 figs left over. I ate that. The other day I ate 5 or 6 cashews. I had 4 or 5 dates. But 95% of the time, this is what I've been eating. 95% of my diet this week. I find it to be very restrictive because I can't snack in between. When I come home, I like to snack on a banana, apple. I can't. I mean, this is all cooked food. You want to eat it hot and fresh. And speaking of that, I think I'm going to get back to eating here, and we'll end this video right after this on day 7. Alright guys, that week-long diet is over and I'm pretty glad to be done with it, to be quite honest. It wasn't a horrible diet. It wasn't a highly processed, unhealthy diet. It's just I couldn't snack at all on this diet at all. I mean, it was all cooked food. It pretty much had to be meals, so no apples in the middle of the day, no bananas to snack on, no figs, no dates, none of that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely glad that this diet is done with. I crave sweets all the time. I wanted dates, I wanted figs, I wanted apples, I wanted oranges, I wanted pears. I couldn't even get something simple like walnuts. And confession, I never actually stuck to this diet 100% during this time. I was always having something. Maybe I had a slice or two of apple. The last 2 days, the bananas were starting to go bad in our house, so I had one or two bananas yesterday. Sarah didn't finish her avocado, so I ain't gonna let that thing go to waste, so I had some avocado. So I never actually stuck to this diet 100%. None of the days. Maybe Sarah had a little smoothie left over, so I sipped a little bit of it. But 95% of this diet was the beans, rice, lentils, and potatoes. So not bad, pretty cheap. I might actually consider adding more of this into my diet more because this will save us a lot on groceries. I mean, you buy dates and figs, that stuff is not cheap. Apples, not cheap by any means. Pretty good diet. I mean, pretty good diet overall if you want to save money, if you want to stay vegan, if you want organic. Definitely a great diet. I always was happy in the evenings when I made those potatoes with all the seasonings on it. I always looked forward to that. That was good. I actually bought just enough food. To be quite honest, I was a little low the last day. I could have eaten a little bit more. I did a great job getting enough food overall, though. I mean, it was almost a perfect amount. I think if I added maybe another $20 or something, I could have really enjoyed this diet. Maybe a little less potatoes and rice and beans and lentils, maybe a little less of all that, adding in more stuff like a couple greens, some apples, some dates, figs, all that stuff I like, mangoes, all that sweet stuff that I really like. I think it could have been a little bit better if I just spent maybe another $25 or so. So maybe about $60 if I spent. I think it could have been a pretty good diet that I would have enjoyed. We'll do more of these kind of videos in the future. We'll try to do one on a fully raw budget. And basically, if we can't keep it to $50 or less a person, we're not even going to do the video because we want a sustainable budget. I know people, when they're looking at these kind of videos, they want something that they can actually afford. So $90 a week a person isn't really affordable for a lot of people. So it's got to be $50 or less. We'll do more of these videos. Let us know if there's a specific maybe vegan diet or raw diet you'd like us to try out to budget in. We'll do our best. Decent diet overall, not bad. I would do this diet if I had to, but only if I had to. Again, I want my sweets, I want my fruits, I want my greens. So that's about it. I'm looking really forward to today. Got orange, apple, mango, another apple, banana. Gonna eat some dried pineapples, some dried coconut. Got some avocados there. Got some dates in the fridge, so I'm looking really forward to that. Extremely forward to today, actually, of getting my sweet stuff back in. So remember to stay hydrated, stay healthy, eat lots of whole foods, treat others the way you want to be treated, encourage one another and build each other up, and you will do great. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.